Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome, and you know what to do. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell notification. Okay, so guys, let's dive right into today's topic. Today we're going to be talking about critical analysis, and I'm going to be giving an example from an academic paper that I wrote, and it took a while for me to get to understand what critical analysis really is, because as a medical personnel in my undergraduate days, I did not write a lot of papers. I only wrote one actually until when I did my master's in public health, and I had to keep turning in papers almost every week. Yeah, it was daunting, and initially the concept of critical analysis was overwhelming. So but right now I'm going to break it down. It's not as difficult as it sounds. It's a thing to critique a paper, but then it's another thing to put in critical analysis into your essay. I'm sure majority of you are having this problem whereby when you write an essay, they tell you, oh, your essay is too descriptive. Oh yeah, I had that too. Descriptive essay. So, and what they want is critical analysis, and you're like, so what's the difference? So here's the example I'm going to give. Descriptive is just you, okay, like if I tell you, oh, I'm wearing a yellow shirt with buttons, with this, with that, that's me describing what I'm wearing. But if I'm to critique this shirt, I'll say I'm wearing a yellow shirt, although it's yellow, but it's not the typical yellow color you're used to. It's somewhat close to mustard, but at the same time it's accessorized with buttons that are brown. Do you understand? It's the approach. If you understand what I'm saying, it's the approach. So if you're asked to write an essay, or if you're writing an essay, the first thing you need to do is read around your topic. Read around it, get as many academic papers as possible. Please don't get Wikipedia. Just joking. Get as many academic papers as possible. Read around it, get the pros, the cons, the current concept, the concept that was practiced previously, and everything around it, everything whatsoever around it. So that said, I'm going to read a section from a paper I wrote during my master's in public health, where I was talking about elder abuse, and particularly about the elder abuse in relation to gender. Now this particular paragraph is about that, so I'm going to read that to you, and let's see. So let me read it to you, and then I'll pick out what the critical analysis part of it is. Okay, so you can have a clear concept of what I'm talking about, so I'm just not saying gibberish. Okay, all right guys, so here I have, in 2009 Tanzania recorded 2,585 deaths of older women as a result of cultural belief in witchcraft. With regards to gender as a risk factor, different studies had varying conclusions as to the gender mostly affected. So HO 2017 stated that women were abused more than men. So that's a paper. This has further been acknowledged by the Madrid International Plan of Action, stating discriminatory societal attitude towards women as the reason for elder abuse. Whereas a study by Asiano stated that the exact opposite with men, stated the exact opposite, with men being the victims more often. Contrary to the above, Paul and Young recorded a significant difference in the rate of abuse between women and men. Elder abuse of older men or older women should be given the same attention and treated equally, because the cause of abuse are usually the same. Okay, so now from what I have read, you can see how every or some of the papers I used now come into play. I bring together, like in that particular paragraph, I had like 4 or 5 papers that I compared in relation to whether age or whether gender plays a role in elder abuse. There's a paper that says yes, so I quoted that. Okay, there's a paper that says yes, gender plays a role, women more than men. And whereas there's another paper that says men more than women. Okay, now there's not a neutral person, or there are 2 neutral people here now saying no, gender doesn't play a role, both men and women are abused equally. So that way I have brought critical analysis into play. So now if you ask, while reading that paper, if I'm asked the question, so what gender is mostly affected? There's no right or wrong answer. In the only way to answer the question is it depends. You might now further go ahead and group it into geographical zone and go in depth. I think critical analysis allows you to go in depth. So if you use that example, I think to an extent it gives you an idea of what critical analysis is all about. So now, if we now further look at it again, there are some words that you introduce into, if you introduce some words into your essay, it brings out the critical aspect of it. As simple as the word because is. Because brings out the reason, and the word however, although majority use this, sometimes they just overuse it, but if you introduce however, although, it actually brings critical analysis into it. So if I say, for example, okay, women are better dancers than men. However, according to a study by Bookie, I found that men are actually better dancers than women. And to further back up the point, I could also state other papers that have done the same thing or that have negated it. While bringing critical analysis into it too, you could further critique the paper. See, for example, I carried out a research for a company and the company funded me, and at the end of the day I'm saying, oh yes, their product is very good. Okay, so I will be critical about that and saying, okay, yes, I found this, a study by me found out this, however the company sponsored the research. So there is the question of bias. So that way you're bringing in the critical aspect of it. I hope I'm making a lot of sense. I hope you're getting me. I hope you're picking out some points from what I'm saying. It's just, you look at it from, it's me holding a black pen and telling you, okay, look at this pen, is it black? And you're telling me, yes, it's black, but there's a section of it where the light is hitting that is yellow, and there's a section of it that is white. That's just what critical analysis is. Just go around the topic, bring the pros, the cons, the good things, the bad things, everything. Bring it together to make a sentence that has a lot of width, that has loads of width. You get me? So that's exactly what critical analysis is. It's as simple as that. So if you add, I know that's not all what is, but majorly that's what it's all about. So if you introduce all that, or if you look at all that, bring it together, bring in your papers and give a very resounding conclusion. I can tell you, you can't write a bad paper if you're putting a lot of critical analysis into it. No one is telling you to be right or wrong. They just want to know your view. They just want to know how well read you are is what will help. You get? So how well read you are would give you loads of points. So guys, nail the critical analysis. It's as simple as that. That's what critical analysis is. Critically analyze, basically. So Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you have gotten the concept of critical analysis. If you need further clarification or you have more questions, don't forget to leave a comment, or if you enjoyed the video, leave a comment as well. And if you did not and you have some queries, leave a comment. I want to know why. Leave a comment, okay? Alright guys, and don't forget to follow me on all my social media platforms and hit the subscribe button if you really enjoyed this video. Thank you guys, and I hope you have fun writing all those essays. Academic writing is actually really fun. Alright guys, bye.